Hello and welcome to today's Ask the Doc question. Today we're going to address that popping sound, that cavitation that happens with the chiropractic adjustment. Many people don't like that sound, or they're not sure that it's a good sound. So I'm going to address today, is that safe? And why does that happen? Okay, so first off, is it safe? In a chiropractic adjustment, it is absolutely safe. Now let me explain more and elaborate on that. When we are, as a chiropractor, we are looking at what is happening between the brain and the spinal cord. The brain and spinal cord is the only system that's protected by bone. You are made, it has so many bones because you want to move. You want to move your body in all sorts of different ways. If it was just one piece, then we would be very stiff, right? We want that motion to remain. We should be able to move in all different directions based on the area. And so what happens if that area, right, it gets locked up, is not moving as it should and is being stuck, the chiropractic adjustment is going to locate the area where it's not moving properly and adjust in a specific direction to restore the motion and therefore free the spinal cord and the nerve system from the interference that's happening for proper and function and flow of the neurotransmitters of the nervous system signals, and right, we like the phone, like the game telephone. When you send a message to the neighbor, we want them to hear the response properly, clearly, so that I am moving the finger that I want in the proper direction and not a different one, or maybe it's difficult to move, right? We want free-flowing communication and fast-acting nerves and neurons. So we want that specific adjustment to clear that system. What happens is people come in and they say, well, when I pop my neck or when I pop my back, it feels better, but it doesn't last. That is because typically when you have an area of your spine that is not moving, let's say in this situation, this one is locked up, and when you're moving, the whole system is moving with it. It's not free flowing. That means that the one above and below typically will compensate for the one that's not moving. So they're gonna move more than enough, right? They're gonna move more than enough. So typically what happens is when you kind of so-called pop your own neck or your own back, what's happening is that those areas that are moving too much, those are the areas that you're actually affecting in that process. It is not specific, it is this global movement. So of course the first thing that's gonna move is that area that's moving hypermobile, so to speak, that's moving a little too much. So we want to stabilize those joints and move specifically the one that is locked. Now what makes that sound is that in our joints we have different fluid, right? We have the fluid just like we have the discs in between the different vertebrae. We have fluid in between the different joints to protect them, and that is completely normal. But what happens is that when those fluid build up and we move them, right, just like my fingers here, they make a cavitation sound. They make that popping sound, and it is totally fine. It is not going to cause any damage because your body will make more fluid. It's just kind of like think of it like an air bubble that kind of pops, right? But that is just the fluid that's in there that's creating that noise, and it is constantly making itself. So what we don't want, though, we do not recommend that you are popping your own neck or back, because like I mentioned, when you do it not like globally and not specific, you're typically moving the bone above or below the area that actually needs to be adjusted. So we want to focus on the specific area that needs to be adjusted and make that correction. In time, as you stop doing it yourself and you allow your chiropractor to make that specific chiropractic adjustment, you won't feel that need to do it yourself because of the stability that is being created and now the proper motion that is being allowed at each and every joint. So I hope that this helped. If you have any further questions on this or any other topic in health, please send us a note and we may just cover it on the next Ask the Doc. I'm Dr. Brigitte Rossi, and I'll see you next time.